3, 2, 1. This is E2 Performance Coaches Lounge.
Welcome back to another episode of E2 Performance Coaches Lounge with a few guests.
I already said that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Worst co-host ever.
Steve.
Returning guest. He's over here, Eljay. You don't know what you're doing.
He's over here for me.
Steve Chambers.
Densa MF Chan.
Jace.
MF Goody.
Densa's on the other page for me. Using my phone, so. Hey, yo.
Coaches Lounge. Who wants to go first on how they're doing? Steve, you've been working out a lot. I seen
A
your
lot.
muscles.
I see it.
I seen the muscles.
Hey, Steve, you
Steve's
know
a
what?
future gymnast.
I don't think I've ever seen Steve wear just a regular T-shirt.
I'm too white, bro.
He's thinking he doesn't want blind. I look whiter right now. This lighting.
To be honest, though, man, with my training,
man.
the squat rack got pulled away, so I don't have any other choice but to become a gymnast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing L-sits and stuff, you know?
Yo, they're nasty, right?
Yeah, it's so bad.
I'm glad someone else feels my pain because they suck.
Yeah.
Like a 10-second L-sit is maximum effort for me.
That's past RP 10
She's
for me,
frozen?
bro.
Oh, she's just smiling. Oh, no, she's just smiling.
I'm just watching.
The entire time I just see her screen like,
All right.
Hey.
So Steve is the gymnast. I've still been lifting in the garage. My stomach, I know you guys kind of know, my stomach's been doing a bit better, so I lifted heavy today. Jace, what are you doing?
Crocheting.
Zumba and crocheting.
Are you crocheting like big
I'm working
chains?
out.
So there's like a workout still?
Yeah, I'm like gripping the needle hard. I don't know.
Oh, grip strength, like a rock climber.
Exactly.
Wow.
Precision.
Wow.
Okay.
Crocheting.
You were working out.
I'm
though.
working out. Absolutely.
Sure. Are you?
Yes. Sweating.
I did see that.
you sweat when we start grilling you or you get nervous.
Yeah, I'm already sweating. Let's be real.
Wow.
Wow, gross.
Densa, how's your workouts going?
They're okay. They're nothing extreme, but we're maintaining stuff.
If you guys didn't notice, LJ's biceps look a little more flaccid than usual.
Damn it, Eljay.
With that being
The
said,
angle.
LJ, that's your transition. How are you doing?
Good. Not a lot has changed.
Aside from the biceps?
Not a lot has changed.
From this angle, he actually looks like a little bit like Popeyes, like his arms just looking very massive and stuff.
He just got off the bench press.
Yeah.
Just did bench.
You did it on purpose.
I was on calls till like 2:30, and then
Well,
30-minute workout.
I don't know what you guys want to talk about, but I thought about this as a question for everybody. And I'll go first just to preface it. But I want to know, what's the dumbest thing you've done this quarantine? It's been about 2 months. So I'll go first, and maybe not the dumbest, but it's one of the dumbest things I did. Within the first week of quarantine, I bought a brand new $100 Under Armour backpack that's been sitting in my closet for 2 months. Because it's a rock backpack and they're like always sold out. So when I saw it was available, I was like, bam, I bought that backpack. And now I'm just waiting to use it and go back to work, wear my rock shirt, my rock backpack. And so I don't know. That was pretty dumb, but I'm going to say backpack when we're back. Anyone got anything better than that?
Steve, he's been freaking shop therapy.
Yo, I don't look at my shopping as stupid. Like, this is going to sound like really dumb because we're trainers, but the dumbest thing I did is when the quarantine started, I didn't adjust my diet and I blew up to like 225 pounds. Man.
It was like Mexico for you all over
But I'm
again.
back to like 210 now, so everything's good. But I just,
Damn.
What was it? Was it like just like snacks were available in the house?
No, man, it wasn't even that. It's like I had my same diet as when I was on a powerlifting program, but then you got to think, when I was at work, I was standing 10 hours a day. Yeah, I was standing
Moving
10 hours
around.
a day, plus I was training, plus I was consuming more caffeine than a human should consume, so my heart rate was crazy. And then now it's like I'm doing like bodyweight workouts with minimal weight, and I'm sitting all day doing online training, so it's like it hasn't been the greatest, but I dropped the calories, and thank God I bought a scale.
I'm back now.
All right, Steve, because you brought this up, because just as much as you do and you love your caffeine, so do I. So how are you coping? Now, we already got detached away from Starbucks when we relocated, so we could not go to Starbucks as often. But still, myself, I still went down on a daily basis. It's been 2 months now, a little bit more than 2 months of no Starbucks. And how are you feeling? Because my coffee's at home.
I just drank an espresso shot. But I'm only having one shot a day instead of like before where I would be like have an espresso shot and then maybe grab a coffee after or something because I don't need it. I don't know.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
As he poured himself. And also you have an espresso. I believe
Before
you're
the
also buying an
podcast,
espresso
that
breeze.
cup was like,
No. I've been sipping on that since I started work today. I just finished it right now.
sure.
I started work at 11.
Anyone have dumb stories that they've done quarantine?
I still get 2 car washes a week.
Really?
Park the car, 2 car washes. Wow.
So here's the thing, Jace.
Are you driving a lot?
No, but the car stays clean, always. Okay? I have a car wash pass. Allows 2 washes per week. Each wash has only a value of $3. So normally if you go to a car wash, it's about $10 to $15 for an automated car wash. Mine is $3.
You just want to get out of the house, hey?
That's why he's doing it.
Okay, so there's 2 types of people, okay? In my belief, there's 2 types of people. You have the people who has their vehicles that brings them from point A to point B. These are the people that hate driving because they're like, it's just stupid, it's just so boring, blah, blah, blah. And then you have the people who are like, I would say more like myself and Steve, right? 1, we like cars. 2, we like fun cars. 3, they're manual, right? And with everyone like, oh, the whole, distracted driving and blah, 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 you cannot be distracted driving because you're driving a manual. You got to be thinking when you're shifting gears. And I don't know about you, Steve. I'm not a lazy driver, but I double clutch whenever I'm shifting to a lower gear.
I don't know where you're going with this being a dumb decision anymore.
So this is my stupid purchase for quarantine. Actually, I had this before quarantine. Is I have a freaking car wash pass. Technically, I shouldn't be leaving the house or anything. I should be staying home. The car should be just on a standstill.
What Densa's trying to say is he's doing anything right now to get entertainment.
All right, car wash pass. You
Jace.
could wash your car at home, get in a sexy Speedo, give it a little polish, little bubbles, Why didn't you do that?
Yeah.
We live stream and make some money.
Yeah, on a website that we don't want to be discussing on this.
They'll get you a few more hits on those dating apps.
Oh my God.
You're on the dating apps?
Yeah, I don't think so, Jace.
All right, Jace, what have you been up to?
Yeah, what you mean?
I thought you had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
They do.
Jace, you started this on yourself, okay?
I'm just saying. I haven't doing anything. The bad thing that I've been doing is
It's not
sleeping.
bad to have a dating app.
What?
Is that what you're saying? It's not bad to have a dating
Let
app.
her talk, man.
Yeah, but Jace, continue. What was the dumb thing you've done quarantine?
Nothing. I haven't been doing anything dumb. However, I've
Fucking
been
a quarantine boyfriend
I've been
during the
sleeping
quarantine.
in so bad and going to bed really late,
What's sleeping in for you, like 8 a.m.?
like
I don't-
10.
And what's staying up late? 10
No,
p.m.?
Jace
Under
messaged me at 1
two.
a.m. the other day.
I just
Okay.
called Marianne like 30 minutes ago. She just woke up. So
Oh, damn.
Now.
They all have my old lifestyle.
Okay, wait. For the viewers who do not know Jace, okay, before this quarantine actually happened, she will fall asleep at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
She
Wake up at
has
4.
no nightlife. She would be in bed before the sun sets.
No, you're just a
She's
kid.
normal.
But that's because I work. I have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to work.
Because you're a grandma.
Jace, are you saying the worst thing you've done this quarantine is just like sleep in till 9 a.m.? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's not
Do something
good.
Better than that. Don't you bullshit me. Are you going to bullshit LJ? Look at LJ.
What have I been doing? I'm doing lots of Netflix and crocheting.
Wow.
So you have like your Netflix and chill? She's been doing Netflix and crow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bad.
I've been baking,
I don't
which is
think it's
also
that
bad.
dumb.
Not nutritious. Is that bad? I don't know.
No, I don't think
Crocheting.
anyone is doing any nutritious baking, right? This is like the biggest thing for this quarantine right now is people cook for each other and you drop it off and you just literally just trade because this is all I'm seeing on social media is people that are cooking baking and trading. That's it.
I feel like we need to get Jace a shirt for her birthday that says Netflix and crochet.
That was pretty legit.
We can do that.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
What about you, LJ?
Not much has changed. I still work at the gym. Dumb thing, I missed the workout while I was at the gym. I was just
That means you're in a gym like environment and you miss like how?
Just a lot of things going on that day, you know.
What do you mean, man? Your dumb thing is dealing with my cranky ass, bro.
That only lasted like a couple of days, bro. You're good.
Rage mode.
Yeah, you had a lot of conflicts there, Steve.
Yeah. Conflicts of interest in my brain.
Yeah. No, nothing. I don't know. Everything's pretty similar. Still grocery shopping, same time, same day, meal prepping, training, working.
So really, LJ's has not been affected. It's the same thing. The only thing you've been affected is we're not at work with you anymore.
That's it. That's the only thing.
I'm
living in an empty
LJ.
gym.
Well, I don't know if you guys want to talk about it, but like the COVID situation, did you guys see like the malls? Phase 1 started yesterday. Did you guys see the malls opened up yesterday?
Yes, you see the lineup that was at Chinook
I
Mall?
saw photos and lineups, and I'm almost mad that the gym is not open, but the mall is with that many.
And is that because they're limiting how many people go in?
Yeah.
I don't even know what.
But still, the fact that there's a lineup,
To go to the
like
mall.
you can buy your Under Armour Rock backpack online. That's what I did.
I think
Okay.
people are starting to get stir crazy though and just want to get out of the house for any reason, man. That's why, like, dude, think about how many couples are out there where they don't really have a lot in common, but then the only thing they do is like they like to go shopping, man. They'll wait in line for like 3 hours to get in that thing.
That's a sad story.
Okay, so you think of like your recent relationship things. So you have people that shop together, and there are popular couple of things people do is hiking. You can't even go hiking right now either, right?
I think you can now.
I think you can now. I think they start opening parks now, but before you couldn't. So that means it's 2 months. You had to be coped into a house, a room. It's almost like a true test of your relationship, which I'm going to bug Jace here in just a second here because she has a full experience of a quarantine boyfriend, and no one would know what that would be like. So she can tell us all about that.
Wow.
Well, how else? How else? Okay, well, the other topic is going to be like, well, are you the type of person that just likes to chat, or you need to be actually physically there with your partner or whatever? Or you could be like self-aware. I'm like, I only want to see you once a week. I need some time. I need to be able to sit in this chair and just be like, yes.
I didn't know when E2 Performance became a relationship podcast. And we're discussing the performance of relationships.
Well, here's the problem with performance is Steve's working out at home, fixing his nutrition. Eljay's actually at a gym, but also still misses a workout. You have a home gym, and then Jace has her staircase because all her videos is that exact same spot.
But she's still doing it though, so that's what's important. Yeah. I think Densa's just grilling Jace because he doesn't want us to grill him.
Yeah, you got to stuff her,
Yeah.
right? In a way,
Thanks.
of course. But speaking of the gym and stuff like that, like, you know, with the malls opening up everything and stuff like that, I believe we all could come to the conclusion that all of us are most likely going to be working out when the gyms reopen. Right? We're not going to be scared of the mass of people touching our equipment and stuff. Or are you guys low-key scared?
From what I've gathered just from like training online, I think there's going to be like LJ can probably speak to this too. Like I think there's going to be a balance now where people will probably be working out at home more than they used to, and just like working out like maybe like a 40-60 ratio like in the gym and at home. And the reason why too is because I think people are starting to realize like you don't necessarily have to go to the gym to be fit, but you do need the gym to like, if you want to take it to that next level and like really like get like crazy strong or like big or something like that. But in general, like from what I've seen is a lot of members that I've talked to are sort of like afraid, like everyone's afraid right now of like COVID, and they're like a little bit afraid to go back. So I think that's one of the coolest things about what we're doing right now is we're actually able to help people out so that they're still getting in shape, not necessarily being in the gym. I personally, man, like I'm itching to go back, but I've also, it's sort of like what Eric and I were talking about before. it's sort of like a blessing in disguise that this happened, because now like I'm doing stuff I wouldn't have done if this didn't happen, man. Like I'm taking care of myself better. I'm working on some gymnastic stuff. Like I'm the goddamn Tin Man, bro. This isn't my forte at all, but it just sort of gets you out of your comfort zone a bit.
So you're saying when the gyms reopen, you're gonna do like half gym, half at home, Steve?
I was already doing that before, but now that this has forced me to work out at home, it shows like what I can actually be doing at home. Because before I would just stretch and stuff, but like even look at like the way Eljay trains himself. Like I've been incorporating a lot of that style into what I do at home. And dude, man, it's super effective. Like people have this mindset where you've got to be in the gym to get fit. Like we're not talking like strength or anything, but like to be healthy, like you don't necessarily need to be there. And like I feel like that's been like the huge eye opener for this. And a lot of people don't think that way, man. Like the people, like you can speak to this too, Densa, like the people we've been talking to, they think if there's no gym, you can't get in shape, man. Like it's sad, bro. Like it's not.
Then it could go back to that argument that a lot of people just view their houses or their homes as a place to, like, let's say, relax. Like they don't want to do anything at home, and they're still, they haven't accepted that reality that this is something that moving forward is something that you might need to do in order for you to be, having that enough fitness and health in your life. It cannot just be the gym. And then now that social media has opened the doors, showing people that everything can, except for maximal strength, I think you can do everything at home with like very minimal equipment.
Yeah, just to add to that too, like it's almost getting to the point where people are using this situation, and it's not just fitness, but for other stuff too, to be lazy. Because even we've all done it, man. When this first went down, like we're all in the dumps a bit, like feeling a little bit like, especially all of us, man, our industry's taking a hit. And like, but at the same time too, at one point, like, I think it was Eric that told me this before. It's just like the sooner you accept change, the sooner you can move forward and like get stuff done, right? And like there's just a lot of people out there still that aren't accepting that this is a reality now. And man, like I was feeling like crap, and as soon as I accepted that, like I'm feeling good, man. Like I feel like I'm in better shape than when we left the gym. I may not be as strong, but like overall, like fitness level definitely at a better level. And people don't get that they can do that, right?
I kind of see two ways with this. Because this might be an issue, or people are not going to like me saying this. So the gym has been viewed into two ways over the past, I don't know about decade, but recently in the most recent trends, because getting in fit, even doing like competitions and stuff that have recently got a lot more popularity and stuff like that, especially with this other sports where like CrossFit, blah, blah, blah. So with the gym being an extension of someone's personality, now all of us are always been athletic even before we actually start going to a gym, or we always have some kind of love behind sports. But you have people who actually go to gym because it is an extension of their personality. And all of a sudden you take that gym away. Well, one, a lot of these people are not even working out anymore. Because like, I don't have a gym because this was my thing. This is my biggest personality. There was a big meme on like you're off your dating apps and stuff like that, where you're like, oh, now that you can say like, oh, you love going to gym, like going hiking. This is who you are on a dating profile and blah, blah, blah. Now that's all gone. Who are you now?
Yeah.
You're no one.
Wow. Calm down, bro. Bro.
You can create your own podcast, Densa, for relationship.
You're no one.
Okay, so look, I know that's pretty mean, but this is something I use as my nutrition coaching for those that struggle with their nutrition, even struggle being adherent to the workouts. Is the one thing I was asked, like, were you athletic and were you into sports as a kid? And knowing the ones that are having the biggest issues, that answer is a no. Right? So all of a sudden, like, it gained popularity like after high school, especially for me, and then the people I've been around. It's like, oh, the gym is almost like a social space, right? It's like the new hangout. You know, back when we were kids, it was the mall, the bike racks, and something stupid where we all just gathered and stuff. And the gym is the biggest thing. Take that away, who are you now? Right?
I'm a guy that works out still.
Okay, you will have a group of people that still work out. These are your athletes. These people who see the importance. They have the love towards working out and stuff like that. They don't work out for we work out because it feels great. We know it's healthy for us. It keeps us in shape, keeps us everything nice and set up. But like, I don't know. Go ahead, Eric.
Well,
This is gonna get someone dislikes. Where's the thumbs down button?
What you're saying is a lot of people attribute the gym to being their identity, and now that they don't have the gym, they're not working out anymore, but they still feel like they lost their identity. Like they didn't continue the healthy lifestyle because they lost the environment. That's what you're getting at?
Yeah.
I think, like, not to go down like a rabbit hole or anything, but a lot of that just comes down to what their goals actually were before the gym closed. Like for me, my goals, like I come across as this guy that wants to get strong and stuff, but realistically, my goals are to make sure that I'm doing the best I can just to keep myself healthy, man. Like we all know, like Eljay's the same age as me, but like I'm not getting any younger right now. And like, to be honest, like my goal, like before anything, has always just been like maintaining my youth a bit and like making sure I feel good. So I think it, like when you're talking about
your gaming chair keeps your youth.
Yeah. but that's the thing. Like even for me, it's like don't get me wrong, man. Like I miss all my clients. I miss all you guys, like seeing you guys every day. But at the same time, it's like you can sit and dwell on that, or you can just like be like, all right, well, I can't have that right now. So what can I do now? Right. And like Eljay probably can speak to this more than I can because he's been talking to way more people than I have. But that seems to be the general consensus is like people, because it's sort of like you said, like they have that identity with the gym, but they also at the same time too, like they're almost forgetting why they were at the gym. It wasn't just for the community, man. Like I was at the gym to build, when I first started working out, to build confidence and to get bigger. But I was also there just to like be healthier, man, and like not like have something in my day that's for my health and not just like lay around and watch TV all day.
All right, Steve, so you're the definition of a perfect client. You know, you see the importance in working out and stuff. You're the 1%. You're a small percent.
Some training, bro. You're the perfect client.
Right? You also have the people who go.
Perfect client, bro.
Okay, you have the people that go so they can have a post on their Instagram. And now their Instagram is no longer anything.
Bro, my Instagram has me doing L sits off 2 kitchen chairs.
Yeah, I got one more thing to discuss, and then we'll wrap this baby up. Just talking about the gym reopening and stuff like that, I have some thoughts on it. You guys may or may not know, but like my mom is autoimmune compromised. She has lupus, so her immune system's shot. She's also struggling with diabetes, and COVID numbers that I've seen mean people with diabetes get hit harder. So when we go back to the gym, it's almost a weird concern of like, do I wear a mask? Do I not wear a mask? Is it more respectful or more alarming type thing? And are we going to get forced to wear masks when we go back to work? And
I'm wearing a mask.
I'm also very curious about like the social distancing aspects that will be implemented. Obviously, this is still probably 30 to 45 days away, but it's still something that's on my mind, especially thinking about like, you know, our loved ones who are more susceptible to the illness.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Jace, aren't you in the same boat?
It is the unknown right now. That's kind of like the hard part. Like even for me, like if we go to the gym, if we have, let's say 40, 50 people in there, I don't know where these guys have been. I don't know if they washed their hands. I don't know if they sanitized, right? And then for me to like, I guess the best thing that I can do for myself, again, protecting myself, is I make sure I do those little things. Like before I go home or when I get home, like literally direct to the shower right away, sanitize everything. It's hard, man. It's the unknown because again, there's no cure for it yet. They haven't found vaccine yet. We don't know how bad it's going to be or if you're going to have a second wave. I'm sure the government will have guidelines for when we return, but there's a lot of questions that we cannot answer or even think of right now.
And then, yeah, like just like the mask thing, like 2 weeks ago when I went to the grocery store, I had a mask in my car. Like, is it more respectful to wear this and go in the grocery store, or is it more alarming and going to trigger people? And then even thinking about our clients when we're working with them, like, should we wear a mask around our clients to keep them safe, or is it going to be more alarming? Like, it's kind of a weird thing that rolls around my mind.
I don't think it's too weird. Like when I traveled to Japan and stuff like that, in Asia, wearing mask was a respectful thing. If you were sick, you wore a mask. No one thought of you were a sickly person and be like, oh my God, I need to stay away from you, blah, blah, blah. It's a sign of respect. So that way you do not spread germs, you don't spread any kind of bacteria. And this is the perspective that North America, or technically the world, needs to be looking at right now, is wearing a mask should not be viewed as a negative thing, but as a positive aspect of saying, thank you for doing this. So you're thinking about our clients when we go back to work. I personally would want to wear a mask because I want to make sure that if I do have any asymptomatic signs of COVID or anything, that I'm not spreading it either. Because any one of us 5 could actually have it. We just have no symptoms.
Well,
right? They want to do blood testing.
Yeah. Even with that, man, like what I would like, there's so many people that own gyms or work for smaller gyms that are really pushing to open right now. But I think they're not looking at the big picture, man. For me personally, I'm sort of glad we're in like phase 3, and the reason why is because we can wait and see what happens. Because let's be honest, like like everyone will say, like even when we were talking about before about how the mall's open, we're not. But at the same time too, it's like I'm working like directly with someone like multiple times a week sometimes, and like that for me, like it's sort of the same boat as like you guys. Like if the worst thing I would want is like, man, imagine if I caught that and then went to my parents' house and didn't know I had it or something like that. So it does feel a little bit sketchy, and like I think there has to be a happy medium, because in the end it's sort of like the flu too. Like I could bring the flu home to one of my parents and they could get sick too, and it's sort of the same thing. I just feel that rushing something like this is not a good idea, but waiting around isn't a good idea. There's got to be like some sort of middle ground. And
yeah,
like,
called phase 2.
yeah.
Not phase 3, not phase 1, phase 2.
Middle ground.
I think regardless, there's just a whole set of new habits that we all have to adopt, and as long as everybody can start to adapt those habits, then
Stop biting my nails. Stop touching my face.
Oh, Densa,
Wash your hands.
They need to approach it with compassion and patience and like empathy for others. Like what might be right for you might not be right for other people, and we all just need to be a little more understanding with everyone.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think too, like the hardest part about it is like even with us, man, like we work for a company, but you got all these people out there that own businesses and they're struggling financially, and it's hard for them to separate the financial side from the health side, because it's getting to the point where we're almost not given enough information from the government about what we can and cannot do. And then it's just like it creates a lot of confusion and a lot of upset people, because anytime you're struggling with money, you're not going to think straight, right? So yeah. It's just like it's a weird, very weird situation.
100%.
The funny thing is, though, like some people who already struggle financially, still, it's like for them, they can still justify, some of them, not all of them, some of them can still justify buying stuff that they don't need just to like feel better. Like that retail therapy. Right?
Buying rubber backpacks.
It's just kind of sad that I think it's a good time for, again, we can all agree or disagree that like COVID has brought a lot of bad things, obviously, especially for families that are directly affected with deaths or financially got directly affected by it. There's a lot of bad things that happen, but there's also a lot of good things. I think only to those people, though, that took advantage of it and saw it for on the brighter side of things. Because again, like Steve, you're now doing things that you've never done at home, or you're now realizing that there are a lot more things that you can learn and do, even just by being at home. There you go. Look at that example.
I can't do that yet. That's too much.
Let's see that example.
Yeah, let's do that example, Steve. Show us.
Got to warm up for 20 minutes for that, man.
Anyways, I just wish that people would. I think it's a good time to rethink about their goals, because again, if someone stopped working out or being active altogether just because the gym is not available, and again, I'm not trying to generalize, but I think they had the wrong goal in the beginning anyway. Like if the gym is the only thing that's keeping them active, I think there's something just a little off.
How dare you? I think it's people. How dare you?
You're gonna unsubscribe because of this now, because of what you said.
Sure, whatever.
Some hate
But
comments.
I wish that they will just like, if they give themselves a chance to like re-goal set, what am I actually doing this for? And then what's like, how can I take advantage of this time? If I'm not working, how can I take advantage of this time? Or if I'm working, but there's no gym, what are the things that I can do to still resist entropy, or like, you know, we're all getting older. Like you said, we're not getting any younger, right? So we're all headed that direction. All we can do is to slow it down.
I
It'll
think
just click one day, Jace. One day it'll just click. All of a sudden you're old.
Actually, that's the Asian genetics. You're gonna age nice and gracefully, and next thing you know, you're gonna look like you're 80.
Just to add to that really quick, like I think the dangerous thing too that people don't realize is when you pull that structure out where you've been working out like that, it gets replaced with something else, man, and it usually does not get replaced.
It's not good for you.
Mine got replaced with Call of Duty and gaining 15 pounds, bro. So it's not,
And that was in a short amount of time.
dude, that was
even
in
that
like,
long.
that was within 3.5 weeks, man.
To your
And that's
point,
like
like even at
pounds a
this
week.
point, when people link the gym to their identity, and that's the only way they can stay in shape, I think that's what you're talking about, goal setting and readdressing their goals. Like if the goal is to lose weight, 20 pounds, maybe the goal should be to adopt better lifestyle habits in general, like biking, going outside, and just meal prepping better. And then you can have both, rather than just like, if you lose this, you still have this over here, instead of just being like, well, the gym's closed, so I'm going to fall apart now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be linked. Like the gym doesn't have to be linked to fitness. It definitely helps and supports and boosts it, but it's not the magic solution.
Yeah.
So we got to wrap this up here. Steve-O, where can people find you?
Instagram, SC Boss, YouTube, Steve Chambers XP. I'm not the bank robber. I'm the guy that gets you fit. Yeah.
I gotta say, like Steve, your videos are super tight on YouTube, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Yeah, he does magic tricks now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So check it out. JC, what's your Insta?
It's Goody81. GOODIE 81.
Densa MF Chan,
It's densachan.fit.
and that's L Juice. L Juice, you want to say anything?
I just want to say that the gym, from my point of view, the gym is a good place to start fitness. It's also a great place to maximize fitness if you want, but it should not be the end all or be all for you being healthy and fit. So,
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate all you joining in on this call.
thank you guys.
E2 Performance, like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you guys for listening.